Hello, I'm Ron Painter, President and CEO of the National Association of Workforce Boards, headquartered in Washington, D.C. It's my privilege to work with workforce development boards across this great country to see the amazing work that is happening locally as the boards connect job seekers to the skills that are demanded in their local labor markets, to both the skill development and to employers. Recently, the Madison Bond Workforce Innovation Board asked me to comment on the need for what some people call soft skills, but which we understand are essential skills for all employees. What might be the top 10 of these skills is certainly up for debate, but what isn't debatable is that we hear from employers time and time again how essential these skills are for all employees, but especially for new employees to understand and demonstrate. These are key factors on any job and in any career. One theme you will find from the presenters that follow is how they learned these soft skills early in their career and how valuable they have been throughout their careers. I hope that you take the time to really listen to the presentations that follow. I appreciate you joining us, and I appreciate you learning. Thank you.
First impressions are very important, and a good firm handshake and a look in the eyes is really key to getting off to a good start. When you get up that morning, looking good is really something you need to pay attention to. Get up and look at yourself a second time in the mirror and make sure that you are looking the best you can for that interview. Be on time. Early is okay, late is unacceptable. One of the things that really irks me in an interview is a yawn. Stay focused and concentrate on the interview. After the greeting, there's really no need for you to lead off the conversation. Let yourself settle in, feel comfortable, listen to others, and think through your response and what you want to say. Bring a notebook and pen. There's nothing worse than someone asking for a pen and paper in the middle of a meeting, so come prepared. In closing, don't be afraid to interview. The more you interview, the better it is for you. You start to get comfortable. You start to learn some of the questions. Your response time becomes better. You stay focused. The more you interview, the better you get. It's like practice. It's like playing any sport. So continue to interview, go through the process, and it'll get better each and every time.
Hello, my name is Mike Patton. I am the General Manager of Granite City Works of United States Steel. I come to you today to share a very important and fundamental behavior or trait that is paramount to you as an individual or as an employee. Punctuality is the topic, the fact or quality of being on time. Let's say you are interviewing for a job. Of course, most everyone clearly understands how important it is to get to the interview at least 15 minutes early. We wouldn't dare be late. We all understand how detrimental being late to an interview can be. We already know that being on time is incredibly important to landing that job. It's most certainly as important to keeping your job. But what about punctuality past that point of the interview or landing the big job? What does punctuality say about you as an individual or an employee? It first says that you care. There's no better way to please a boss, satisfy a customer, or gain respect from a fellow worker than showing up on time every time. Horace Mann said, "Unfaithfulness in the keeping of an appointment is an act of clear dishonesty." Respect, of course, is at the foundation of great long-term relationships, whether that be with a fellow worker or the business you're a part of. It says you're a professional. You as a professional have a toolkit of both knowledge and behaviors that serve to create that aura of professionalism. Being punctual exudes confidence. Being on time is a sign that you're available and confident to attack whatever work is presented to you. Your supervisors will see this and will want to give you more responsibility. Reliability. Being punctual or on time is at the essence of dependability. We all recognize how important one becomes when they are dependable. Any boss or business ranks dependability at the top of their list. What better thing to have than a business full of dependable people? People you can count on to get the job done. Being punctual gives you an edge. We've all heard the term, the early bird gets the worm. Well, that holds true for the early bird gets the work. They have a better shot at getting the job. They have a better shot at getting the promotion. All of these things are straightforward and very important. They are important in business and, quite frankly, are important in all walks of life. Punctuality isn't just showing up on time so you don't lose your job. It's about caring about those people that you work with so that you can relieve them so they can go home to their families. It's about respect and dedication. Here at the Granite City Works, we operate 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. We rely on every employee to show up on time for work. If you don't show up on time, you let down that person you were relieving from their duties. You create dissension, and you aren't a trusted partner. Quite simply, it's all about doing what you say you will do and treating others the same way you want to be treated. Punctuality is the soul of business. Thank you all for allowing me to speak to you about this very important topic.
Hello, I'm Jane Sally, President and CEO of Cope Plastics Incorporated. We are a distributor and fabricator of plastic sheet, rod, and tube. Today, I'd like to talk to you about personality and self-confidence. People want to work with people they like or they think they will like. People who are optimistic, easygoing, and even fun to be around, regardless of the situation, are likely to gain the respect of fellow workers. Self-confidence is believing in yourself. Be confident in yourself and what you have to offer. And lastly, and not to be dismissed, is probably as important as any of the other things we've talked about. Employers often respect personal integrity more than any other value. Being honest and having integrity are clearly important in defining you as a sought-after individual. Companies are looking for people who have a good personality and are self-confident, so good luck in your future endeavors.
Hi, I'm Jerry Noyle. I'm the refinery manager here at the Wood River Refinery, operated by Phillips 66. Today I'm talking about good communication skills in the workplace. Both written and verbal communication skills are of the utmost importance in the workplace because they set the tone for how people perceive you. They also improve your chances of building relationships, good or bad, with your coworkers. Communication skills boost your performance because they help you extract clear expectations from your manager so that you can deliver the best possible job. Nonverbal communications also play a significant role in people's perception of you as an individual. Are you showing that you are actively listening, or do you have your arms crossed and it could be perceived that you are not listening, not wanting to hear, or you're not giving full attention to the person in front of you? These all tell others something about you. As a leader, you also need to maintain composure to ensure peers and subordinates feel comfortable bringing you issues. Address people in the same respectful manner with good or bad news, just like you would like to be addressed. I wish you good luck in your future.
I'm Steve Faust with Icon Mechanical. We're a design, engineering, fabrication, construction firm. We design mechanical systems for people like U.S. Steel, P66, the refinery, and General Motors. Adaptability is a huge part of the industry right now as far as finding the right people at the right time to be hired into our companies. When we're hiring new students, we look for young people that are creative and critical thinkers that can really adapt to our processes. Every building that we build today and every facility that we're involved in working with today has to be able to adapt in the future for a different purpose. When we're looking for new hires, we look for young people that can work collaboratively, that can work on teams, that are not afraid to make mistakes, that are willing to get out there and really embrace what they're doing. We look for a really good positive attitude when we're hiring young people. It's a big thing for us to be able to get the right people in place, like I said, at the right time, and being able to do the right jobs. And that doesn't mean that necessarily the job you're doing today is the job you're going to be doing tomorrow. You have to be able to be willing to adapt and move and fluctuate with the company as it's moving. The one thing we don't want people to come in and say is, well, this is what my job is, this is what I do, or worse yet, that's not my job, or that's not what I do. We want young people that are going to come in and say, boy, you know, I'd really like to try that, or I'd really like to move into a different area, or move up somehow within the company. Those are the kind of people that we're looking for. You have to be willing to take a risk, and that's how you're going to be able to move up within a company. And we want people to be able to stretch their abilities, to be able to think outside the box and be willing to move into new positions. And just because you come in and you start as a pipe fitter or you start as a sheet metal worker or carpenter doesn't mean that's your last job. That's the job you're going to have for the rest of your life. That's what my career started at as a carpenter. And I eventually worked my way into estimating and project management and sales and marketing. So there's all kinds of opportunities that are out there as long as you're willing to continue to expand. So I'd really just like to say I really hope that you'll take the opportunity to look at all the different jobs and careers that are out there and available and find the right one that's a fit for you today and really go out and embrace it and do the best you can at that job.
Hello, my name is Ed Cunningham. I'm the CEO at Gateway Regional Medical Center. And today I want to talk to you about one of the most critical things in any business, and that's communication. Without the appropriate communication, things are lost, not finished, or done completely wrong. It's important for everyone to understand that even in the United States, with the English we speak, there are multiple dialects of English. So if we don't understand each other and are able to work together in a way that we can communicate, things fall apart. One of the biggest things that I think we need to do is we need to know how we're talking to people, what age group we're talking to, and what they expect. That makes all the difference. One of the things you also need to understand is not to ask questions that can be answered with a yes or a no, because you truly don't know if they understand what you're talking about. It's what we call the teach-back method. Ask a question, and then ask questions of them to where they have to answer in a way they understand what you're talking about. If not, you could get into a project and multiple weeks later find out that you're not even close to where you need to be. The other key with communication and working together as a team is to find a very diverse team from different backgrounds. Because the more diverse you are, the better the ideas are that come into the program you're trying to develop, which makes it better. The last piece I would like to talk about today is the fact that when you're dealing with people, understand the difference in the multicultural and different backgrounds of people. For example, in some countries, a strong handshake, like in the United States, is seen as very positive. But in other countries, it's seen as a negative and a deterrent to helping you move forward. The other one in the United States that people are used to is direct eye contact at all times when they're communicating with people, and it's seen as a sign of trust. But in some nationalities, that's seen as being questionable to your ability, your knowledge, or how trustworthy you are. So the one thing I want to leave you with today, communication is critical. How you handle yourself, the way you present yourself, and the way you work with those around you makes all the difference in making a project successful or a failure. I would like to thank you for the time today, and good luck.
Hello, my name is Kathy Federico, and I'm with the Jack Schmidt family of dealerships. We have 4 dealerships covering 2 counties, and we employ just over 200 people. I'm here today to talk to you about one of the very important soft skills called creativity that most employers find valuable when they're looking for employees. Creativity is not necessarily coming out in the artistic sense, but in the problem-solving, thinking out of the box sense. It's very important to an employer that you have someone who comes to you and can look at problems from all angles, look at it from a team building aspect, and provide feedback to the employer on how to move their business forward in an ever-changing business climate. Thank you for your time today. I look forward to meeting you out in the community and in the job force someday, and wish you the best of luck in your search for your employment.
Hello, I'm Curtis Francois. I'm the president and CEO of Gateway Motorsports Park in Madison, Illinois. I want to discuss with you the importance of organization in the workplace, skills that are highly sought after by employers. Organizing your work task by planning and effectively handling your responsibility on the job allows you and your company to cut down on mistakes, complete projects on time, and in the case of Gateway Motorsports Park, keeps everyone safe and provides a great racing day. It is crucial that my team plans, organizes, and effectively executes a game plan for each major race if it is going to be successful. When 40,000 fans come to our racetrack, if we make one mistake, it can be replicated 40,000 times. We utilize an event playbook that is nearly 5 inches thick, which spells out the organizational structure required to put on every event. We are not only in the racing business, we are also in the hospitality business as well as the customer service business. It is incredibly important for us to provide the most enjoyable experience possible to our guests and our fans. This requires that everyone in the organizational structure is aboard and carrying out their responsibility. At each post-event meeting, we identify what worked and what needs to be changed or eliminated before the next race. The organization of departments and strategic planning maximizes employees' output while avoiding waste and miscommunication. And in my case, it makes sure everyone goes home safe and happy. Good luck, and I wish you the best in the future.
Hello, my name is Dennis Wilmsmeyer, and I am the Executive Director of America's Central Port District. Today, I would like to speak with you regarding 2 crucial aspects and qualities that we look for in our job candidates. They are critical thinking and a willingness to learn. Critical thinking is the ability to use imagination, reasoning, research, and available resources in order to identify, assess, and resolve problems or issues that may arise. Essentially, we're looking for the next MacGyver. Okay, we're not looking for somebody who can create an explosive device out of a paper clip and a piece of chewing gum, but what we are looking for is somebody that can quickly assess and determine problems before they become major issues that might affect the entire organization. Just as important, though, in our candidates is that willingness to learn. I would much rather hire an individual who has a strong desire to learn on a daily basis that may not have a whole lot of the experience, rather than that individual who's very qualified, but does not ask questions, is not a team player, and does not seek out advice. Each and every day in my job, I learn something and learn something very valuable. And I expect that all of our candidates and every one of our employees at the Port District do the same. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Richard Mark. I'm president of Ameren, Illinois, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about teamwork and the importance of teamwork in the success of any company going forward. You know, regardless of the size of that company, a large company, a small company, if you're working for them today, you'll probably find yourself at some point in time on a team to develop a new product, a team to look at a new location, a team to really look at how does that company be sustainable and move forward into the future. And how you present yourself to that team is not only important for the team and the company, it's important for you as an individual. It's important for you and your career. You know, being a part of a team is important because the success of that team leads to the success of the company. But your contribution to that team is also very important because your contribution to that team can really set your reputation for the future, kind of set your career path. Because people will ask themselves, do you want this person on your team or not? And so, you know, working collaboratively together is vital for the success of any organization. And as we look at the future and we look at companies as they move forward, you know, even the design of those buildings today are more focused toward collaboration. We just built a new building at Ameren, and we have spaces that we call collision areas where people are normally brought together and be able to sit and talk about other things and how do you collaborate. That's how important collaboration and teamwork is for the future. So, as I think about teamwork, I think about a quote from Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan said, talent wins games, teamwork and intelligence wins championships.
Hello, my name is Randy Pembroke, and I'm the Chancellor at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. We at SIUE want to be of help to you in all of your career needs, whether that is continuing education, whether that is taking courses, or even degree work. We hope you'll contact us as things come up. As you know, skills in your area are important. They're the foundation of what you do and for your success. So whether you're in construction, whether you're in healthcare, whether you're in mechanics, these areas of study are critical to your success. But there is another area, sometimes called soft skills, which is equally important for you succeeding in the job market. Some of the areas covered in soft skills include technical skills, such as a team mentality. We hope that by viewing this video, you have thought about having a perspective of someone else on the work site. We also hope that you have thought about responsibilities, things such as attendance and punctuality, and how important they are to the success of your employer, your job. We also have thought about communication and seeing things from the perspective of others, a diverse perspective, as well as your commitment, perhaps the most important thing, to a lifelong learning. If you practice these skills every day, we know that you'll be creating opportunities for yourself, and we wish you the best in that. Good luck to you.
Hi, I'm Dan Buck, the managing partner of Big Sports Properties. We're the developer of the Powerplex, which is a 160-acre development for sports and entertainment in St. Louis, Missouri. You've heard from some great leaders, people working for some phenomenal companies. Those are the people who actually set the standards, the hiring practices for some really impressive organizations and companies. And the soft skills that they've been talking about all have a common thread, whether that be showing up to work on time, whether that be communicating well, whether that being adaptive and creative, or having that willingness to constantly learn and constantly grow yourself. That common thread in all of that is it's all based on choices, your personal choices. Before hiring someone, most HR professionals are going to do a thorough review of your social media footprint, meaning anything that you have ever posted on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Foursquare. All of that becomes public knowledge, and they're going to go out and look at it. It can either help you or it can hurt you. But know that if you're out there sharing your entire life with the world, you better be ready to have it publicly scrutinized. I heard some good advice once on social media protocol. It basically said, don't post anything online that you wouldn't want your mother to see. There's a whole lot of people out there missing out on some great jobs because of things they have posted on the World Wide Web. If there are things on the internet that you don't want an employer to see, now would be the time to take it down. Your life choices also affect your employability. One DUI, one assault charge, one shoplifting charge, whether it was 2 years ago or 10 years ago, can greatly impact of whether you get that job or not. Don't let other people dictate those decisions. Don't let other people influence the way you live your life. One decision today, a bad one, could impact your employability for a lifetime. The choices you make affect your employability. Don't let other people dictate your future. Don't let them lead you into bad decision making. Be your own person, make the right choices, and you're going to be able to find that right job. I also believe that there is one choice that you can commit to each and every day, and it'll help you not only secure a great job, but also keep it. And that choice is to be kind and thoughtful. Kind people just seem to do better. Kind people are the great teammate that you want to work with. Kind people will make the right decision more times than not. And every single day, you're given that opportunity, that choice, to be kind to people. I hope you'll make that opportunity happen for you. Best of luck.